I went to college off of a scholarship. So I got down there, my 3 roommates were all white. 2 of them had never spoken to a black person before. I mean, it was amazing. And they said, well, you grew up in an all-black neighborhood. I said, yeah, I never went to school with whites. I said, but I've talked to whites. You know, I got teachers, jobs, and I watch TV. Y'all have never talked to a black person? Well, get ready. And I taught them boys so much. See, I went to college in '74, man. That was before busing and all that. I went on a Cleveland scholarship, which was an affirmative action program, because black students stopped going to Kent State because of the shooting in 1970, 4 dead in Ohio. So when the blacks were in school, they heard the National Guards were coming, so all the black students said, we got to go home. Because they already know, if they down there, they're going to get killed. So all the black students left and just never returned. So they did a big movement to get black students back. So I went to college off of a scholarship. So I got down there, my 3 roommates were all white. 2 of them had never spoken to a black person before. I mean, it was amazing. And they said, well, you grew up in an all-black neighborhood. I said, yeah, I never went to school with whites. I said, but I've talked to whites. You know, I got teachers, jobs, and I watch TV. Y'all have never talked to a black person? Well, get ready. And I taught them boys so much. And I thought we were going along cool until 2 weeks. You know, in 2 weeks you can get room changes in college. I was walking in my dorm, and I was walking past room change, and all my roommates was in line, but I didn't know what the line was. So I walked through and I said, hey man, what y'all in line for? They put their heads down, and they was all changing rooms. So I asked my roommate why he was changing rooms. His father told him, you're not staying with a black person. So he left. Me and this guy are the best of friends today. Because after I flunked out of school, he went on to become a lawyer. I was downtown Cleveland one time, and I got in a legal situation, and I ran up into him. And he said, man, my dad was an man. I always thought you were a cool guy. We remained friends while we were in school. And he became my lawyer, and I hired him, and he works for me. He works for me now. College roommate, because he was just a cool dude. So, you know, and I mean, look you don't want your roommate living with me? I turned out pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But I was smart enough not to hold it against his kid, you know. His kid was a good dude, man. And to this day, we're friends. A really, really cool guy. And he's smart as hell. He's a great lawyer, man. We do a lot of deals together and so it worked out pretty cool for us. But them other 2, his father, man. I don't know who he thought he was talking to. He came in the room one day, he said, hey, I don't like you living with my son. And I fought Golden Gloves for 5 years, so your old ass whooping my ass is like not going to happen. But the kids were really cool guys, man. That's why, you know, if we all do this together, we could work through this. We just got to get rid of them that ain't willing to work. We could really get along.